not. Never know. All right, we are live and back. Welcome, everyone. My name is Trent, aka TD. I'm joined by my partner in crime, Sandy, aka Sam. And we have, speaking of crime, we have Aaron from Dogefellas, the Mafia Doge game. What can you, first of all, how are you doing this evening?
I'm great. Thanks for having me. I'm really grateful to be here.
Yeah, we're happy to have you. Just fire off and we're back. I guess I forgot our Discord announcement. Dang it.
I can go do that right now if you want to.
Yeah, you do that. And I'm going to get to, I guess, know the Dogefellas project a bit better. Give me the elevator pitch. What is Dogefellas?
So Dogefellas is a social espionage play and earn game on the Wax blockchain, set in an alternate 1920s New York City, populated by Doge and other characters, animals.
That message. I'm sorry. I just private chatted you, Sandy. If you saw that there in the. Sorry, you said it was a private. I didn't mean to distract you there. So we have a private chat. Everybody, just FYI. I think the music's just a hair too loud.
Okay. So, I was looking around my desk trying to figure out what I needed.
Yeah, no.
I'm so sorry.
It's kind of.
I got it turned down.
It's all good.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, you were saying it's set in a alternative world, alternative
1920s New York City, populated by Doge and some other animal characters. It'll take you from your journey from an associate just getting started in the mafia all the way through to being a don.
Interesting. What gave? I guess first of all, where did the concept come from?
So, over a year ago, me and a couple of guys who were some of the original founders were spending some time in the shitcoin scene. We were trading short cycle coins, and the conversation started to get, well, I mean, we can do this. Let's make something. Why don't we try and create something? So the original artist, who was one of the founders, drew up some concept art, came up with the name Dogefellas, and brought it to us. And at that point in time, we were a much bigger team than we are now. And we were like, holy shit, this is rad. And we really we liked the feel, and we liked the vibe and the meanness of it. So we started kind of having some conversations and forming the concepts around it, and then realized that it had way more potential than a quick cycle thing. And the conversations also had that I couldn't live with myself for pulling liquidity from a pool or anything like that. So that we were like, okay, this isn't what we want to do, but this isn't something that we want to abandon. And we're all gamers. So we started to really invest in the idea and build the idea and develop. And it went from something that was going to be something small to us having the opportunity to build a game that we've always wanted to build, which was really exciting. So the initial concept was to just started as a game. We were initially going to launch it on BSC because that's where we were paying attention to.
On what?
On Binance.
Oh, but BSC. Yeah.
So that was
home of shitcoins. Yeah,
the home of shitcoins. That's it. I mean, that was where we were, and that was what we knew. And Solidity was an easy thing to pick up and start developing. And then
so about developers that time, also.
I know a little bit of smart contract coding.
Okay.
I know less. We are a team of 3. So there's myself, Chris, who is the artist and the animator, and Attila, who is our developer. And I do all of the other things. I call myself I call myself the coffee boy. I talk to people and pay for things and do all of the other bullshit so that the guys can work in their strength zones and not right. So I can do a little bit of Photoshop stuff and a little bit of smart contract coding on Wax.js and some stuff like that. But that's not my strength zone. A lot of the game dev concepts and systems and like building out the tokenomics on machinations and all that kind of stuff. That's the stuff that I take care of. And then
the what?
The economics.
So tokenomics and that.
Yeah, there's a tool called machinations, and it allows you to run. He is. To run really complicated simulations for economy. It's really cool.
Have you ever heard of this, Sandy?
I actually have.
I've never heard of
I don't know
this.
why I've never mentioned it to you.
Yeah. It's really cool. I'll send you the link. I can send you guys my first economic model, because it's really neat. You can run like a 1-day cycle or a 1,000-day cycle of stuff. It's really cool.
Hell yeah. This is why I'm glad we haven't released our token yet. This was the part of the reason like that. I don't think that we have it enough opinions or whatever. And, I mean, obviously Sandy's on top of this, but yeah, dude, but that's the kind of thing that you want to run before.
Absolutely. Hit me up and I will. If you have any questions, I'll absolutely walk you through it. I'll absolutely give you what I know to help you guys. 110%.
Hell yeah, dude. I appreciate that.
Will you say yours again? Because I might be thinking of a different one.
What do you mean? Machinations?
Like it's MACHINA.
Maybe I'm calling it wrong.
Like
is that the technology, or is that like a specific branded product?
No, it's a branded product.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll put it in our private chat here. And just see if I'm talking about the right one.
I DM you on Discord.
Okay. How do you use that for tokenomics? Because I've seen it used for like game design, not.
Well, because we're a game, tokenomics and game design go hand in hand, right? Like I'm simulating the economy that I'm going to be using in the game. The tokens they don't have any fun stuff built into them. They're just tokens for the game, right? So it was modeling all of the potential outcomes for Shakedown, which is our first offering, to adjust the payouts and adjust the risk tolerances and see what people's ROIs are going to look like and that kind of stuff. Oh, hi, Schnezzy.
Yeah, Schnezzy's in the chat.
Nice to see you. Schnezzy's my girl.
Yeah, so am I on the right website here?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's the one. It's really complicated. It's really cool. Yeah, it's a really, really neat tool to be able to have some serious looks.
Yeah, dude, this is what we need to be doing, without a doubt. Kudos to you guys. All right, I'm already impressed. What keep going. Please continue.
Yeah, so we
I have a question.
Yes.
So Bugsy era and the Seagull era, are these not the same person? Right? Is it not Bugsy Seagull? Isn't that not?
You know what? I don't have an answer for that. I'm so sorry. Oh shit, it is too. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to change that now.
Yeah, and where's Gotti? I mean, you gotta throw Gotti in there. Right?
We are actually at the point that we need to redo that roadmap anyways, because we've crushed through a lot of it. So it's time to create a new one moving forward, which I'm excited about sharing.
Yeah, sweet.
So we talked and started developing on Binance, and we realized that what we were even just to develop a basic clicker game, the tools that we were going to need to be able to do that effectively on BSC, it was going to be a lot. Like we needed a marketplace, and we didn't have one that would support that. And around this time, I actually started playing Farmers World in like August of last year.
Yeah.
Before it popped off. And I started to get involved in some communities on Wax, and I started to get to know Overseas Madman and make some friends. And really, that's when I realized that that this was actually the place that we needed to be, because we had started to lose people because some people wanted to make a quick buck, and the core group of us weren't into that. And then when we also realized we needed to make the shift to wax, our initial developer, who had completely failed to deliver on anything that he promised anyways, was like, I'm not going to learn that. So he took off, and then we were down to 3, and we had hired someone to do some marketing for us. And when our original dev stepped away, Attila, who's now our lead developer, was like, I know some React. I'll start doing stuff and learn it. And just, guy's a monster. I'm holy crap. I'm not kidding. He just is like, yeah, we're going to do this thing. I'm doing it. And 2 days later, he comes back to me. He's like, I did it. I learned how to do this thing, and then I did it. He's an insane person.
Yeah, I would love to meet them. A huge fan of our dev community, and just supporting each other and talking like that. Communication is so important to learning. Like, as long as you're not embarrassed to say that you don't know something.
No, hell no. We are comfortable saying it's a good thing. It's a good thing, Boulder. We're comfortable saying there's stuff that we don't know. We know that we don't know everything. So that's where the community is. That's where we need the community, is because people are going to see things that we don't see. Like, I have an idea of how I want everything shaped and how things are going to go, but I know that I have blind spots. People come to me and say, oh, hey, this thing would be really cool. We could really use a claim all button. So we built a claim all button. And the next thing, we were focused on the drop and getting the game launch, but people have said, we want a stake all button. So we're going to build a stake all button. Just little things like that, right? Where people are going to show us things that we don't have or haven't thought about, and we're going to learn from that and grow from that. And that's what it's about, right?
Yep.
So back to what you said, 100% we're going to connect you with Attila. He is awesome. And
yeah, dude.
I
have a question here. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go. He's awesome.
So there's more endpoints than that. And you might not have the answer to this. I'm just curious as to why EOS Amsterdam, which this is not like a dig at anybody, or I'm just curious as to why you have them as recommended.
We shift the recommended around. Attila shifts the recommended around based on, I think it might be latency or something like that. Like, he kind of keeps an eye on how block performers are doing and will shift the recommended RPC to be the one that is working the best. So that does actually kind of move around on that list.
Interesting. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Really quickly, I guess, while Sani, I think he had to run to the bathroom. Call Me Trader is asking, was it an integrational circuit schemes? It sounds like he's familiar with machinations. I think. I don't know what that means.
I don't know that answer either. I think that I feel like the answer, what you're asking is what that initial display on the machinations website is, and I think it actually is an integrational circuit. I think you're correct on that one. So yeah, I started to get involved in the wax community, started to do some wax gaming, and realized that this is the place that was going to give us the ability to create the game that we wanted to create. Because we had tools. Nifty Blocks wasn't around yet, really, but we had tools like Atomic Hub, which is, for as much flack as they get, they're an amazing platform, and the tools there, and
I won't deny that they are
the trading service that they offer is better than anything else anywhere else that I've ever seen. Just having like an escrow trading service is phenomenal. And then as I started to interface more with the Wax communities, I realized that people on Wax are accustomed to projects taking some time and being a real project where we can go, we're going to build this thing, but it's going to take us a little while between like doing our first round of sales and producing our first product might take us a couple of months. Which it did to make the product that we want to to be able to put forward that we're proud of, and like we wouldn't be able to do that on Binance. You get eaten alive if your product takes a week, which is insane. You can't, right?
Interesting. So, I didn't know that.
That was, I mean, maybe our perspective was skewed because of the community that we were involved in, but at that time, like about a year or so ago, there wasn't, the patience wasn't there for what we wanted to create. And
because they I would it's my guess that they probably have a greater demographic of highly technical users and project. It's not so much the people, like I think they have a lot more devs there, right? Like in just in general, right? Because that's the demographics of like where they're founders from, right? And so that would lead me to believe that they could probably pump things out pretty quickly, which also is very conducive to shitcoins and rug pulls and scams. The faster you can put something out, the more times you can do it over and over and over. So that's an interesting observation.
And that wasn't us. That wasn't where our heart was, and that wasn't how our project was going to go. So that's why we made that shift. And in that shift, we lost our dev, and we lost one of our another one of our founding members. So it was down to Chris, Attila, and myself, and that's been the three of us for the better part of a year now. And we've just been hammering away, trying to get everything sorted out and looking the way that we want, and nice and feeling good. And then we started doing the atomic. Then we started doing the atomic whitelisting process.
Yeah.
And that
who did you get as your? I guess I shouldn't be asking that question.
I'm not going to answer that, but it was.
Yeah, I already know who it was. If
I'm going to tell you, our experience was a fucking nightmare. So
yeah, I know. That's only one answer, dude. Like everybody, the people in the audience know who that is.
Yeah. So, I mean, that was.
Oh, stop! That was. It was not.
It was a brutal process, and I mean, in the end, it did create. Rockford was not Liz. Liz was my savior. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude. Yeah, PT is.
She's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Really, I still have personal chats with her. We always talk about food. I'm actually a chef by trade, so. But yeah, it was a nightmare, and it was a completely unclear process, and
right.
It almost tanked our project, and it actually got me to the point. Anybody who knows me knows I might be one of the nicest people on the face of the earth, and it got me to absolute breaking point where I sent a fairly snarky email.
Like you asked me for this. I just gave you that, and you're asking me for it again. Like, what's the problem? Where's the disconnect here?
It was insane. So we actually got bumped to someone who could communicate with us effectively, and one of the things that came up was I'm very clear about presenting information and being open and transparent about what we're doing and our project and all of that kind of stuff. So, and I had said, we will develop our game long-term in Unity. So I got, oh, well, you said you were going to develop your game in Unity, but you're developing in React. That's kind of a red flag. So can you just build the whole thing again in Unity? And the original artwork that your original artist used looks like it might come from templates, and even though you have the licenses for that, you're not allowed to use it. So we like halfway
which
through
they're
project,
not wrong. Yeah,
they're not. We were incorrect on that one, and I totally own that. We had purchased licenses, and the license had said they were usable for digital goods, which we interpreted as usable as in NFTs. But as we followed up, we realized that wasn't the case. So Chris, being on top of it, was like, yeah, I was kind of concerned about that since the other guy stepped away. So I had started drawing all of the characters anyways.
Oh, so wow.
He was like, I got these things, check it out. So that's the newer style artwork and the card backs and all that kind of stuff. He had a lot of that done already, which was amazing.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And we had kind of already started monkeying around in Unity. So when we got that bump back it was like 2 weeks. It took us of like head down intensive, like, okay, let's figure this shit out and get it going. And we did, and we submitted it, and they were like, okay, you've met all our requirements. Here's your check mark. So that that wasn't brutal. That was a brutal process, but in the end, we learned so much going through it, and it helped us. I mean, in the end, it helped us make the project what it is right now. Which
Right.
So I don't begrudge it. Mostly.
Yeah. Well, you know what? The good news is, and I think this should be semi-public information. Maybe not. Maybe I'm saying something I shouldn't. But there's some upcoming changes to how they do all of that.
I talk a lot with Atomic.
Yeah,
I know a handful of them very well.
They pulled a few of us into a feedback session. It was an interesting group that I was with. I felt like I was in the troublemakers group.
I'm surprised I wasn't in that group.
Yeah, which is it wouldn't be an untrue statement. Like, I've definitely been vocally critical of certain things. I mean,
Yep.
I just felt like that. Like, they're like, all right, who can we gather that's just going to tear this apart, and we can take 10% of it and apply it, because they'll be coming pretty hard and heavy. But yeah, dude.
It was I mean, it's a big process, and it's definitely caused them to lose a lot of trust and a lot of respect in the marketplace, which is unfortunate, but it did really open up for NFT Hive and Nifty Blocks to start carving away that market share from them, and start to really put forward, like, Nifty Blocks has some really rad tools. Actually, someone, I think it was OP, was telling me that you're just getting into coding. And I actually bumped up against the limitations of the NFT Blocks contract this week or last week.
Really?
Yes.
Which are what? That's
so
interesting.
So we just launched our game, and our Genesis character dropped, and the Genesis characters are 5 characters from 5 families with 5 rarities. So there's 125 different templates, all different, like, percentage allocations. Obviously, there's way less legendaries than there are commons, right? But that pool for me serves 2 purposes. So on one side, there's the drops, and as people buy drops and buy character packs, it pulls from those pools. On the other hand, are blends. So people will be able to take their NFTs, blend 3 to 1 up and up and up and up. But that also draws from the same pool. So the pool is 7,500, and it's deflationary. So as blending from a common all the way up to a legendary takes 81 NFTs, because each time is 3, each tier is 3, right? So that decreases that pool substantially every time someone does that, increasing the scarcity of the NFTs that people have.
Right.
And and all our characters have mutable attributes. Level and their 4 main stats, strength, defense, charisma, and wit, are mutable. So as we get further into our dev cycle, we're going to be allowing you to level your characters up. Because of that, you can't pre-mint anything, or you have to pre-mint everything. Sorry.
Right. Yeah.
So I had to.
That's crazy, complicated math. This
drop took me 20 hours of labor to figure it out.
Wow.
And, like, probably almost 20 sheets of paper on my desk, handwriting everything out, and then doing it on testnet, and then doing it again and doing it again, and be like, okay, did I do it right? Doing it again.
I'm low on the testnet though, dude.
So I actually don't even have my blend set up yet, because it's taken me so much time. And I had to reach out to support. Like, we have level 3 staking on Nifty, so I have all of the features unlocked. And I had to reach out, and Javier, who I knew anyways from going through my process with them, who was wonderful.
Right.
I was like, dude, I need some help, because I don't know what's going on. So you can't interface pre-minted things and mint on demand things a lot of times, especially in a multi, like, if your output is multi pool, you can't do that. So the way that I had to do this is I have all my pools set up in different rarities, and then there's packs for each rarity, but to use those, you have to blend them into the. I don't know. It's really complicated.
Right.
So from the start, you buy a pack, you open a pack, you get a rarity pack. You have to then blend it into a rarity pack. And I titled them pre-blend and open a character or something, and then you can open it again. So it's open, blend, open. And the reason I had to do that is because you can't mix those, but also as when you blend your characters up, you'll get a rarity pack, so you can open and pull from the same pool.
Do you
It was
can
insane.
we take a peek at this? Do you have, is it
I mean, the drops are live. Blends are not live.
I know where to find them, but
you can actually open it through my game client. I saw that you had it. If you have app.dogefellas.io open, you can hit the market tab at the top and you'll be able to access drops from there. I think you have to X out of full screen.
Yeah,
there you go.
There we go.
So I don't know if this will show the way you want it. I don't know if there's a way that I can show you what I was trying to explain. But it was like there's like sheets of paper covered in scribbles.
Wait, hold on. Show me again. I gotta put you on solo layout. Let me see.
This is just one of my little sheets.
Yeah, dude,
like
that's what's up.
Scribbles and scribbles and scribbles and scribbles, trying to get it all like just the way I wanted it. Right? You got to get it dialed in.
Yeah, I got a whiteboard. Let me turn you around. Let's see what mine says.
Nice. I need that too.
Oh, motivational things.
Do it.
The TD who has time to write on the board sure has a sense of humor.
But it was insane, and that was me asking the Nifty Boss guys, like, can I do this thing, and getting an answer of I think so. So I'm like, okay, I'll figure it out. Let's do it. And I mean, it feels like to me, that's indicative of the spirit of Dogefellas is we have these ideas, we want to do these things, and so we figure out how to do them, and then we do it. Which is awesome. It's, it doesn't really show, I think what you're trying to get.
Tell me what I need to know about these packs. So when did this go live?
Wednesday.
Nice.
So the packs, if you scroll, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't want to forget this one because it's gonna something that I have been having kind of like a little bit of a banter with in our community. I'm curious as to why you went with a 12 character wallet address. Are you familiar? I guess the more important question is, are you familiar with the name bid process?
I have looked at that, but not that. I have not dived into it.
Yeah,
I've not explored it. The original name was Dogefellas.io. The original collection name was Dogefellas.io. And in the whitelisting process, because we had already handed out some assets, we had to abandon the original collection name. So we just put GM as Dogefellas Game. But what about the Anchor wallet? Do you have the .gm, the Dogefellas .gm? Is that too many characters? It might be. That will be too many characters. It's 12 characters. It's a full 12 right now. Yeah. So Dogefella, you could probably get away with. I'm just curious. There was at the time when I created the second collection name, my brain was so full of trying to jump through those hoops. Right. And I understand. I understand that. And coming from a different chain, I kind of, the answer that I was kind of looking for is basically what you said. Yeah. We didn't change our wallet name at all. We just created a second collection. We just created a second collection inside our own wallet. And then set up blends so that anyone who had any of the old style NFTs, could just blend them over to the new ones, and it was easy, and everyone got taken care of. And just in case anyone has any old assets, send me a DM, and 100% I will get you set up with something new. No question, no problems, none at all.
Did you tell us, and I was not paying attention, what was
Yes.
the cause of the the cause of the old wallet? Like what's the
We
reason
didn't change our
why?
wallet. Wallet's the
Oh,
same.
you didn't?
No.
Gotcha.
We just had to change the collection name.
Okay. So what were they? I guess the question is, what was the previous one?
The previous collection was just Dogefellas IO, and it's still, you can still find it on Atomic, and it's stated in the top. This is the outdated collection. Please move to the new one. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Yeah. That's what I was asking. I guess you said that when I heard the IO automatically just assumed that you were talking about a web address.
Yeah, and we just designed that to be the same as the web address as well. Yeah.
Yeah, that
just
makes
to keep
sense.
that consistent.
Yeah. Okay. That's super cool. People are telling me to grab a founder's badge because I get airdrop packs over time. OP apparently had 2 of them. And the badges access, sort of.
Okay. If you want to scroll down a little bit, you'll be able to see our founders. Yeah. So the founder's badge is a single-use item you can blend for a low-tier pack. And the founders coins, they're a long-term hold item. They were our early access tokens. They will give you at every major pack drop, they will give you an allocation of packs. I'm going to be sending out an allocation of tokens next week as well, to help get you kickstarted. And those are stakeable within our platform. The packs that are there, so each one, the series single pack that you can see, the blue one there for $10, that'll give you access to common, uncommon, and rare. The silver packs will give you access to all of the rarities, and the gold packs will give you access to rare and above. So each single pack contains 1 card, and the triple packs contain 3.
Gotcha. Which one is the triple? I'm sorry.
Scroll up.
Gotcha.
Those the gold or silver 3 packs. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, and the badges are burnt and the coins are not. Nope.
The badges are burnt. The coins are not.
Boulder, it is not. It's good if you stake your coin. I should have already sent out the airdrops, so you should actually have packs. If for some reason you don't, the day that I did it, Wax Chain was having a fit.
Right.
So if I happen to miss you, please accept my humblest apologies. Send me a DM and I will get you sorted out. I discovered on that Wednesday, the next Wednesday morning, which I actually host the Wax Wednesday early edition Twitter show as well, 9 a.m. PST. We figured the rest of our team is from overseas and they can never make any of the other spaces. So we were like, fuck it, we'll start our own. Snazzy was actually my co-host for the first 10 episodes, and now Santito Ramos is my co-host. And we run a little bit more casual space. Usually have a guest, have a chat, start the Wax Wednesday off, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So
Consumer Race asks for his future pack drop. Would we need to unstake for that? I
Nope.
guess going back to sweet.
You do not, because they go into my Stakebox account, so I can see the list of everything, of all the ones that are staked, which makes it nice and easy.
Yeah. So here's a good question. I noticed in your white paper you have a reference to Wax Studios. How is Wax Studios related to this project?
We are not related to Wax Studios. If there is a reference, it should be to the Wax blockchain, not to Wax Studios. And if I have a reference to Wax Studios, please point it out and I will correct that immediately. Because we are not a Wax Studios official project, and I will not claim that we are in any way.
Yeah, like I know I scrolled.
We also actually, I just finished setting up, or mostly finished setting up my Git book today, which we can also pull up, and that has
Right. So this is not
explanation.
it here. This is
That is
WordPress.
Yeah, that is our white paper through our site. Yeah.
Did you want to send me a link for the Git? Is the Git book the same thing, just on a different?
Pretty much.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a little bit less flashy and a little bit just more simple text, so people will have an easier time.
Right.
If someone needs to like copy paste and Google Translate it, they can easily do that. Where are you?
Why 7,500? Any particular reason? Does it have any? I guess what I'm asking is, does that number have any significance, or is it just an arbitrary round number?
It was an arbitrary round number that divided really nicely and felt good.
Cool. Yeah, Sandy makes me put everything in multiples of 8. I don't know if you guys are aware of that.
I don't make you. It's the perfect number, though.
8 is a good number. I like 8.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Also, sorry I had to leave for a few seconds there.
I saw your text. I
left.
I didn't quite catch it.
Yeah.
Something about a dog biting or something. What happened?
I have my neighbor's dog.
Oh.
Basically, right now.
Gotcha.
They needed me to take him for a little bit because he was barking.
I had some questions. Stars. So this from Boulder. Going back to the machinations thing, I think, why don't you put all the RPCs in them, or like 50%? I don't know what an RPC stands for. Do you, Sandy?
Role play character?
Hi, puppy. No. That's the endpoints you interface with.
Like
EOS Rio or EOS Amsterdam.
I see that RPC. I thought it was something completely different. Okay, my bad.
We can do that. I will send a.
We make money for what you offer. That's a odd question.
We are a play to earn game. Although I prefer to say it as play and own or play and earn, as like specifically ROI isn't our primary focus. We are working to build a game that people play because they want to play it, and it's rewarding.
That's going to be the holy grail on P2E.
I think
figuring.
So. Yeah,
it is, dude. You need to find something that is engaging and like, let's just be honest, addicting. Like, you need to find something that's going to be addicting and people are going to play regardless. And then add in you own your assets, and then that's the type of, because there's really no reason why like the AAA games aren't already doing it, other than they like their model, they're making tons of money, and that's how they're doing things.
I think the other reason, I have a lot of thoughts on this, and this is something that I'm very like careful and thoughtful about, is because the NFT PDE market is in a precarious place right now, because there's so many people have gotten burned by DeFi Ponzi clickers that it's given it a bad rap, and we need to, like, we are still at the cutting edge of developing this space. We are right at the forefront of it, on it.
Yeah, dude, without a doubt.
And we need to lay the foundation in the space for things to be done properly and in a way that's good for the community and good for the economy writ large, before all the big companies get their grubby claws in it and start taking bits away. Like, we need to fill the space up with cool people who give a shit about what they're doing and give a shit about the people that use your product, and build it in a way that we set the example for how things need to get done. And if we can do that properly in this space before the AAA titles that are going to take a couple of years to really hit the market, if we can lay that foundation, a couple of years starting, like they're
I was
coming.
about to say,
Illuvium's not that far away.
It sounds like you're it's actually a bit uncanny how similar everything you just said is to what things I've said before, Sandy. I don't know if you noticed that, but there was a tweet that I saw from I think it was the Upland player who bought the proper the New York Stock Exchange for like some crazy price. And I follow him on Twitter, and he said something just about NFTs and in general in the space, and it was something to the effect of. And this was before the bear market, mind you. If you want to survive in this space, you need to start spending your marketing budget on your competitors. And I think he even went on to say that like the theory behind that is that if IGN came into this space to do NFT streams, we would be done. Like we are 100% done. That we would never be able to compete with anything that they have. And the only thing that would give us a chance is if we had a very strong, like roots, like, community and people staying because they love the project, not what, not what, I don't know if that's making sense.
Totally does. And that's it. We need to, just because we're indie developers, like we're an indie studio. We're a couple of guys building something. But things like Stardew Valley and Among Us and those things, those are phenomenal games that have amazing gameplay, and they don't have AAA graphics. And you know what?
Exactly.
I have hundreds of hours playing Stardew Valley, and I love it.
I don't even know.
Stardew Valley.
I think
his daughter plays that all the time. But isn't that the one that she plays?
What's the name of it?
Stardew Valley.
Yeah. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong game. That's the farming game.
It's the farming game. Yeah, it is.
No, hers is Star Saddle, and so much so that's a game. It's a horse game. My daughter's into horses.
Nice.
She has them. She had Uncle
Love
Sandy
horses.
take her to a God, what was the name of a place? Like for her birthday, she wanted to go get horse stuff. Like
it was like a horse feed. like Horse Depot, basically, like Home Depot for horses.
That's crazy.
Wild.
That's awesome.
And
I grew up
she
growing
plays
up, my
game.
neighbors had horses.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
So I've only ever lived in, like, for the most part, like in urban environments, and her mother and I have been separated for a while now. We're still good friends, but yeah, dude, she plays this game Star Stable, and like so much so that I almost reached out to to them. I should, if it was easier to do, I would do it. And it's like, hey, like, I need you guys to be a blockchain game, and here's why. I spend $40 a month on that game. And
I want it. I want some NFTs.
Right, dude. Come on, help me out here.
Yeah.
Do something. Fuck.
Totally. And this is.
She could be quite the little miner.
She needs to read your whiteboard.
Yeah, dude. Right.
Yeah. But that's like, this is our mentality, and the way that us as PD Games can start really building that base, I think, is by reaching into the mobile market. And what Rockford says is right. Everyone wants Skyrim, but I mean, we're building something. We're building a small, kind of weirdly animated project. We're not building AAA graphics because at this point in time we can't execute on it. I don't want to promise something that I don't think I can.
Right.
But I think so. We've got a couple of games. Our staking platform is live. Our clicker is live. Starting on Friday, we're launching a community-based PvP called 5 Families. So everybody who has NFTs are going to get allocated into one of the 5 families. And each day, players get one turn to either attack an opposing family or defend their own family. And what's gonna drive this is people in the families need to communicate, need to strategize, because if everybody in the family is just doing whatever willy-nilly,
right,
then one family who's organized is going to win. And the winning family each week is going to get some ranks and get a little bonus to their collects for the week. But post this, now we're developing equipment sets for characters, and then we're building a JRPG turn-based like battle game. So think Pokemon or Final Fantasy, where you build out your team of characters.
Gotcha.
Your Genesis characters will have boosted stats but no special abilities, and all of our collab characters have a slightly lower stat array but have have different special abilities. So it's going to take a balance. I love it. Absolutely is. So it's gonna
Perfect timing to bring a dog on stream.
Yeah,
it really is. Thanks.
Yeah.
So it's going to require building a balance of your base characters and your collab characters for the changing meta. And in this section of the game, we will have a different raid boss each week that's a collab boss. So someone from another community is going to get to create a character, and we'll put it in for the first week as a boss. The winning family who scores the highest on that boss will get an allocation of the characters, and the next week it's going to be a purchasable character. So there's always going to be an influx of new characters. So the game meta will be continually changing.
Yeah.
After this, we have a crafting mini game coming in that is going to be super fun. And then the long-term vision is to be able to build out a 3D city and have an action stealth gameplay that will play kind of like Among Us crossed with Metal Gear, where nobody will have any idea what anyone's family association is. And you will have to move around the city, complete your tasks, use a spy action to identify other characters, whether they're on your family or on another family, and whack them. You'll some other things you'll have to figure out who your Don is and figure out who the rat in your own family is. So that's a big process. That's a big promise, and it's a long way from here to there, but our roadmap is broken down into a lot of really little manageable chunks so that we can continually deliver content to the community and deliver wins to our team, which is keeps us motivated, keeps us excited.
For sure. Let me ask you this.
Yes.
And you kind of answered it, but not really. So why the mafia? What specifically pointed you in that direction? And do you have ties to organized crime?
I mean, I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you. It was, I mean, our name is a cross between Doge and Goodfellas.
Right. Yeah, I'm a huge fan. I don't know if you were aware of this, probably not. I started in the game of Upland, and it's very much relative to the mob in Manhattan, specifically the Little Italy neighborhood.
Interesting.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I'm really digging it for that reason.
Nice.
Because there's just like a lot of those very early friends that I made in the space would definitely make that correlation and dig it, and
Nice.
there may or may not be a secret server that is like that maybe at one point was running the entire game from inside.
I will neither confirm nor deny these allegations.
Yeah, man. Sandy knows. Look at him. Yeah. But no, I guess it's just the fascination with or the
it was just
the enjoyment.
It felt good, and we were like,
Cool.
yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
I already answered that one.
Yeah.
I think he was making fun of how TD asked that, just straight up.
Right. Yeah. That's definitely what I was asking. That's all good though.
I'm not going to recommend you do this on the stream because it's loud, but if you hit the music slider in the bottom right hand corner of that, the music,
I'm sorry.
the background music track, the bottom right hand corner, there's a little slider that says music.
Yeah. Oh, you want me to turn it on? Okay,
no, don't do it. It's really loud. But definitely listen to it. It's really.
I think it's turned off right now, TD.
Yeah, I muted it. Hold on.
Yeah, that's probably wise. It might blast our ears.
Oh yeah.
It might blast your ears.
Yeah.
It's super loud.
You guys can hear that, right?
No, I can't hear it. Oh, I don't know if Twitch can.
Yeah, I can't hear it either.
Yeah. They never worked it out. Yeah. La Cosa Nostra.
We did a couple of YouTube videos talking mafia history with Crypto Kumas. Waiting on him for deliver. We got one more segment. We're waiting for him on it though. Super
cool. All right. where are we at on time, Sandy? 49
We are
minutes.
at
Should we launch into some you know what while we continue to let the audience ask questions? What do you think
yes.
about that time? Oh, look at that. I was already up to. So I've been trying to get to my, that wasn't my wallet that was logged in there. That was the NFTG cloud account. That's why I didn't have like any kind of real assets or wax in it, but I'm excited to jump in, man. They're telling me to get the coin. I think I love a good airdrop NFT, right? Like hold it like membership, I guess. Yeah. So does Larry. Larry's the reason why I like it, because he likes it. He's pointed me in so many good directions thus far. What are your suggestions for the? Actually, here I got a question. I got a way to phrase it. If I have $500, $50, and $5, what am I getting from Dogefellas? What are the best? And if there's nothing at $5, just round it up to like the nearest lowest amount. So I mean, the bare minimum.
The top available sale, outwardly available sale, is the Uncommon Founders Coin. That's $250. You'll get 5 gold packs. And even though I've already done the airdrop, I'm still kind of, if someone picks up a pack and DMs me, I'll send the packs, because I want people to be able to still get the benefit of that, but also be able to start playing. And you know, we're building a community. We're laying the foundations. I want to make sure people are taken care of and have an awesome customer experience as well, right? Like, it's important to me to make sure people feel taken care of. That's the best.
Yeah,
that's probably the best option.
Okay.
If barring that, pick up the gold packs. They're really the best. You're going to get a good character right away.
The which ones?
The gold packs. The 50,
gold packs. Gotcha. Yeah,
125. It gives you 3 characters.
Okay, so I spent $250 on the gold coin, right? And then that leaves me with $250. The gold.
I would, if you had $500, I would buy 2 founders coins.
Wow, really?
The answer. Yeah, because I'm not. If a wallet is holding two of those, I'm going to drop things twice, because they've purchased the NFT.
Right. Yeah, you have to.
That's the way it goes. Yep, absolutely. So the goal of the phase right now in Shakedown is to build yourself a team of 3 good characters that you're going to use to roll into the battle game, Shakedown or Dogefellas Standoff, which we're going to try and roll out mid to late October, November.
Okay.
So we're not fucking around.
Nice.
Yeah, the foot is firmly planted on the gas pedal. And I took a day off yesterday, and it's go time. On top of I have a regular day job too, so we don't muck about. We're giving her, and that's so the goal for this like 2 to 3 months is build yourself a team, build yourself some resources. Equipment's going to be coming out. We're going to show it at DigiCon. We're going to run some 5 Families games in a short turn cycle, so people can get involved. We'll have some non-transferable token drops, so people can pick one up, join a family, play some games.
Nice.
So we're gonna show out Saturday and Sunday morning at DigiCon. We'll be running live stream games, and then into October we're gonna start releasing equipment. That's gonna give you bonuses to Shakedown.
Cool.
For now, and build up your team so that when Standoff comes out, you're ready to go. You've got 3 good characters that you can play with, and you can start putting up some good scores on those raid bosses. And that's the point. At that point in time, that's where we're going to start. Like, we're going to be releasing on iOS and Apple as soon as we can, whether we release that through APKs and test flight. We're going to be working to get that in the actual stores, because that's the point where I feel like we have a game that's good enough to put in there and start getting some mobile gaming eyes. and like we were saying before, drawing those people in with a gameplay that's interesting and engaging, and we'll also organize that so that people who want to have that experience and play the game without having to interface with blockchain can, so that they'll be able to play the entire game experience inside the mobile game. And then if they choose to reach out to the blockchain, we'll make that possible and easy. And then people coming from the other way, if they want it, they're from the blockchain, get all the full experience already anyways. Because I think that's how we need to grow the space, the PDE space as a whole, right? Is making it so people have an easy way to get into the space.
Hell yeah.
I'll stop jibber jabbering.
No, you're good. Let's get this game going.
Let's go.
Sandy, are you in? Are you getting in? It's go time if you are.
I'm never sure. Okay, let me ask you a question. What is the protocol for guests playing these games? I never join.
Oh, you should join. There's
okay.
Not only should you join, so what we do is we join to Grubsplode. So it kind of makes the game go faster, right? Obviously, it's taking people off of the board, but it feels good to be to be the bad or the negative influence on the game. But nobody's gonna say anything to you because it's your stream. You know what I mean? Or it's your project or whatever.
I've just never been sure of what that protocol is, so I figured.
Yeah, I mean that's how we do it. And what Boulder says here, normally what we'll do. I mean I've done it before. If Sandy wins, we'll do this. If I win, we'll do that. That's always kind of fun to do. And then not intentionally blow up. But yeah, I would say.
Can I still join?
Yeah, dude, go. Here's a great question. Can I put a bounty on someone? And it's interesting that you say that because we had Gaz, the creator, had wanted somebody to do, I guess, what we nicknamed the showboat, right? And so there has to be 2 grubfish left, right? You initialize the explosion, right? So you type Grubsplode, so you start flashing, right? And so you're about to die, and there's only one other person left, so they could possibly win. But then the blade kills them, and you win because and Mount Doomy actually pulled that off, man. That's hilarious. And yeah, dude, this isn't a bad idea either. I need to hit up Gaz and say, hey, how do we do this? Maybe we do this on the side.
We still got to reward Mountain Doomy for winning it.
Yeah, we sure do. Yeah, we should make a presentation about it or something.
Also, they asked what breed. He's a Great Dane mixed with a Rhodesian Ridgeback.
Oh, crazy.
Right, keep going. Yeah, he's a crazy breed.
Nice.
Huge. I'm jealous of my neighbor. He's a dope dog.
He seems really rad.
All right.
He keeps whining if I let go of him, so that's why I haven't been talking much, because I can't, if I go to grab my mouse, he starts whining at me.
That's so cute. I love it.
Yeah. All right. I think there's a couple of questions that I starred here. I think this got answered, or maybe it didn't. This is the one that I tabled, I believe. So I have the founder's badge. What is the best next step for me? If this has been answered.
I don't think I've specifically answered that one. Head over to nftybox.com/blends, /Dogefellas GM /blends or whatever it is. Just search Dogefellas GM on NFTbox. Find our blends. You're gonna blend that into a pack, and then you'll have to do the blend and then open process, and then you'll have a character.
Cool. All right, and then here's a good one from OP. Are there any other collections besides Schnazzies that currently stake for Mob, and where can I go to see the templates that stake? Yes. And also, it's not, you can't see it here, but it also says when NFTG collab. I don't know.
We literally just got past what we are launch and stuff. So
yeah,
we have right now Schnazzies and Kumas are stakeable. Pixelated Park was our next collab.
Nice.
I have all his templates. We haven't enabled them yet, but we'll be doing that shortly. And we have been releasing them as we do collabs. So Consumer Break will be the next one to become stakeable. And then as we do collabs with people, we will enable staking on their collections.
Nice.
Yeah. The catches for Schnazzies, because all of our stuff works by templates. Her 10K PFP project, every single one is a different template. So we are still trying to figure out how to do that without adding 10,000 lines of code.
So wouldn't are they all under the same scheme?
They are. We have to build that in, and that's one of those things that we got head down on, the things that were really time sensitive. And now that we can be a little more heads up, that's something that's going to get dealt with.
Yeah. Cool. I think that was all of the starred questions.
I got murdered.
Yeah. All right, and just so that the audience knows, and Boulder Magic, I appreciate you circling back to this because I definitely forgot about it. We got some cool shit to put into the giveaway wallet. Shout out Scurvy Dog on the win. And I got on that note, the latest website is pretty much ready to handle redemptions. It hasn't not given out it hasn't failed any claims through testing. It's just kind of got some other bugs I need to work out, but we'll let the winners know as we send you the tickets where you should go to redeem them. And so then Boulder Magic circles back to the 500, 105, 5,000 wax, 100 wax. No, I was speaking in USD, but you are 100% right. I should stop talking in this stupid fiat language that we should not endorse on the stream and speak in strictly wax terms. So yeah, I can switch it. I would probably... I could probably phrase this a lot better if I were just to do that homework prior to the episode and just see what the minimum spend is, and like whether it be on the secondary or in any live drops or upcoming drops. I think you handled the top one. So what about the middle one? What if I had between 100 or 1,000 wax?
At this point in time, like, right now, those coins are still your best value by a long shot.
So I'm gonna just, if I can afford a coin, I'm going for a coin.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Buy a coin and send me a DM. is the answer. If barring that, I would again buy gold packs. You're gonna give you the best character. Period. Full stop.
Interesting. You listening to this, Sandy?
But the other thing we did is we set our entry price point at $10 because lots of people don't have $50.
Right.
And we want people to be able to play and have a good time and experience it.
So that will get you into the game.
Yep, absolutely. You're going to have a slightly lower bonus in Shakedown, but your chances of success are still good. You're still going to earn. You're still going to get to play. You don't get locked out of anything by having a common character as opposed to a legendary.
Right.
You're going to be able to register for 5 families. Like that experience is going to be consistent all the way across the board. So everyone could get in and enjoy it. And that was a big thing for us.
We normally do to answer to John and Jay, our giveaway ticket system. If you haven't seen it, it's I don't know. It's pretty ingenious of Sandy to have suggested a way for us to incorporate RNG into our giveaways, so we don't have to look like we're making any kind of decisions on the fly. Those normally suck, right? So, it allows us to introduce RNG. We send you a ticket. The wallet's got tons of NFTs from different collections, ranging in value. And you can go to nftgamer.tv/redeem currently. But like I said, there is a new site that I feel like is ready to take some pressure. So I think we're going to go with that. Did I start this timer yet? I think I did, and it was silent. So, Sandy, are you in?
Nah, he's playing with the dog. I can't blame him.
I'm not allowed to let the dog go unless he whines. My job is to keep him quiet.
Cool. All right, there we go. Like resize.
See how tall he is.
You see how big?
Oh, you got killed before you exploded.
Yeah, dude, that was about to go though. Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, if you fire a resize there.
Look how tall he is.
Yeah.
He's a big boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Hi, puppy.
like as tall as I am.
He's almost as tall as me.
He's a sweet dog though.
He seems really lovely.
Needs to be. He hasn't been walked today, so he has a lot of energy.
I was listening to your stream before this one, and as soon as I turned it off, I realized I was humming your background music.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Yeah, I totally was.
It's kind of a vibe.
It is. Nice chill vibes.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Oh,
Julita. It hurts. I don't think they probably don't even know they lost yet. There's a little delay. Sorry, dude. Yep, so close. And all right, Sandy, do you have any questions? We got one more grubfish.
I'm definitely gonna rewatch this and DM Aaron some questions.
No, you're not gonna. You're never.
I am. I'm at least DMing Aaron questions.
You're gonna ask me all of your questions like you were here, and then pretend like you watched it.
Please.
That counts. That counts as watching it. I'm just watching it through your memory.
Please, yes, anybody, feel free to DM me any questions. My DMs are always open. I run our Twitter account. I run our TikTok and Instagram and Discord.
Yeah.
I'm basically always around, except when I'm not sleeping, obviously.
Right. So you named 3 people, right? Sweet. Look at that. Ask about the tickets, and you get one. Apparently, is the new opposite of whatever it is.
This one's a vibe too.
Yeah, the Crittercraft music.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So let me just go through this really quick so you guys can see it. So the pictures are kind of broken still, and I know that. I'll fix them later. That's the top. I'm going to fix this. I don't like that they're all the same. They should just have more variation there. And then this is the house wallet. That's why there's so many of them in there. I hope this doesn't do me wrong and fuck up, but we'll see. That's what the giveaway tickets look like. And where's my anchor at? All right, think it burned, and give me an image. It might not. Oh yeah, look at that. It didn't. It wasn't 100%. It's getting there. Farming Tales. I need to put the collection in here somewhere. Sweet. All right. So yeah, that's the process there.
Nice. That's really good. That's really cool. That's really nice.
Thank you. Yeah, dude. I literally been. That was what my weekend was, working on that.
You're working away on Labor Day.
Yeah, I didn't even know, dude. I don't know. I've been full time in for like a year now, and ever since, it's like I've never loved what I do more, ever, but I've also never been more stressed out or thrown as many mice at the wall and just like all kinds of interesting quirks about. But it's it's crazy because it's like that's what I would say about coding. It's like it's 100% a love-hate relationship. Like the highs are high as hell, but the lows are they're miserable. And I remember like feeling that like some of the low lows. Like I hate to say it, but like I've broken keyboards and at least 2 or 3 mice. And yeah, manga, I'm sorry. It's when it's the same thing over and over and over and over, and like that's like how I break. Like when something frustrates me and I'm trying to fix it, but then it frustrates me again.
I mean, you can only bang your head against the wall so many times.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and then like you think I fucking all right. This time I definitely have
totally got it.
Here we go, and then it fails again.
It's the same error.
Man. Dude, yeah, that's when I snap.
I totally feel this 100%.
Yeah, not a live mouse. Come on, man. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I said that. I said this. I need a punching bag. Is what I really need. Maybe I'll get that. No. That's. I have those little sticky things where you get caught and starve to death. Would never throw it against them. I'm just kidding. I don't have those either. I don't have mice.
Yet.
Yeah, they are. So are you a football fan, Aaron?
I am not particularly. Sorry.
I know. Oh, good. More cheese in the house. We got a nice little, lots of familiar names in our audience here. If you guys don't got any questions, I feel like we're late to the on the Dogefellas boat.
It's all good. We're not going anywhere.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
We're rising and building, and we got lots to deliver, so we're gonna.
Yeah, dude. I think I asked this, maybe got distracted. So you told me that one of your dev's name was something
Attila.
Attila.
He's from Turkey.
Nice.
He's our developer, and Chris is our artist and animator, and he's from the UK.
What was the name again? I'm sorry.
Chris.
Does he have a Discord screen name or?
Yeah,
like
he goes by Skag Vegas, and
Gotcha.
Attila goes by 74 in fact.
Gotcha.
And they're around all the time. Attila posts a lot of the updates he posted our dev updates in our server as well.
Yeah.
So they're around and reachable as well. Boulder, I'm from Vancouver, Canada.
Oh wow, dude.
So when I answered
global.
Yeah, it really is. When I answered who spells Labor Day wrong, it was
yeah. Oh, you
guys.
guys. You knew that one, right? Yeah, hell yeah.
Did.
Yeah, dude. That's what's up.
Shot fired.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, dude. Larry's from I think Toronto area, and I maybe got one or two. It's funny you say Turkey. That's what got me into Web3 just in general. Like I read a story about how so that like Wikipedia is apparently it's banned by their government, right? And like Wikipedia is a good resource. And through IPFS, which that was the first time I heard about distributed storage, they were able to take all of Wikipedia and put it on IPFS and make it available to the people of Turkey, and like I love that shit. I love disruptive technology that gives the finger to the man. Like, like you're not gonna let us do this, but guess what? Like we're gonna band together. Yeah, we're gonna band together and figure out a way. Like even like the Silk Road, the dude from Austin, I dig that. I support that. Like, it wasn't about perpetuating a negative thing on the system in society. It was, you're gonna give me the options of going to put my life in danger to pursue something that I want to pursue, or but instead we're gonna go down this crazy dark net path to go there and get there, and just all of that shit. I'm a supporter of disruptive tech, you know,
That's
like
why we're in NFTs, right?
Yes, dude, absolutely. Yeah. Like whether or not like the reason, oh shit, we got a raider. What up, raiders?
There we go.
As I'm talking about Silk Road, here they come. That's hilarious. It's Dogefellas. Oh boy. Hey. Yeah, dude. Yeah, shout out to our raiders. You guys were playing Grubfish. You know what to do if you recognize the screen. If you don't, you are going to want to type play, followed by your Wax Wallet address. If you don't have a Wax Wallet address or don't know what that is, then y'all need to see us after the stream. We will get you hooked up. Sweet, long hair in the house. I think I sent those album NFTs over to the giveaway wallet recently. Boulder, when I get stuck coding, I wish I could just call someone to voice chat with someone to ask about how to figure it out instead of just looking it up on YouTube videos. Are there any groups of Discord where you can live chat or voice chat to ask questions? That's a great question, Boulder. I know that you've seen the channel that we have, Code and Dev, and I feel like the response time is relatively quick from what we've seen. But I hear you, like it is much easier. Obviously, it's more efficient to just ask a question than it is to type it and want to reply. Maybe that's something that we can look at doing, opening up a couple hours every day, and that's where we hang out and voice chat. I don't see why not. I think that the encouragement of your peers and mentors in this type of environment where like you said, like it's super early, right? Like if this were the internet, it's 1990 right now, or like something stupid like that. And we really need to
support each other,
encouraging and helping, and yeah, like dude, it's not time for proprietary shit right now. Like fuck all that. You know, like I get the concept and the idea of it. And if you were to ask me, like, okay, so every single thing that NFTG has is out in the public, no, obviously not, right? You know, I understand competitive edge, I do, but then I also understand like not answering a question or providing help because you're afraid that they're going to make something better. Like fuck that. That's what the mentality is. Sorry for cursing so much. So true. Something I'm passionate about.
And the thing about a VC is sometimes you can explain something in words in like 2 minutes, as opposed to a conversation that's going to take 30 minutes to explain something really complicated through Discord messages, especially when it's something that comes to like coding. Like sometimes you can just hash through a concept really quickly. And then what you're saying about like being proprietary and having to stay like protect your IPs and protect your rights. We're still so new in the space and the way that P2E functions as now still at least is the rising tide really does lift all boats.
Right. Dude,
if you're in a project, say you've got a shitload of Waxel ninjas that do really well, that profit is going to wind up somewhere else. That profit goes in, maybe it buys you some miners from Mining Network or some NFT pandas or some Dogefellas or long haul trackers or tag or whatever project that you're interested in. Like that spillover benefits the entire space still at this point in time. So in a selfish way, it's good for you to help other people as well, because not only is there that potential spillover, but also, like we said, we're still building the space. And if the space is built in a meaningful way that's attractive to people on the outside by everybody, then we all look better. Because every time someone pulls a scam and every time someone pulls a rug, we all look like assholes.
Right.
Right?
Agreed. Yeah. Yeah. I 100% agree there.
Like when someone pulls a rug on ETH, my brother-in-law still thinks negatively about NFTs, even though we're blockchain. We're different. Like we're totally different. But
yeah, I think I had a point earlier to something that you said. I mean, just don't keep doing that. Like following the same like recipe, like the the 3 token clickers that are just, they seem to follow each other. Like, don't be that project. Like, there's really no value add in that. And if you're not innovating or trying to push the boundaries or the envelope on like the way things are currently done, then you're probably doing things wrong. And if you're doing, I think I said this a few times, like if you're creating something because it, like, you can see that it's like it's profitable to do so, like a marketplace, like coming in right now and saying like, oh, look how much money Atomic Cup and NFT are making, like I'm gonna make a marketplace. Like I think that would be a bad move. And I don't think that, and this is not a dig at Change Hands. It's definitely not like what I'm saying. I think the important thing to remember is, like, if you're innovating or you're providing functionality in a service that doesn't currently exist, then you're adding a value. But if you're coming with the same exact product at a different price point, it's not time for that right now. Like you're wasting your time, and it's
if you got to bring something to market that you think is going to be beneficial and help grow the space. That's right. Where we are. And like, I think that I don't know Chain Champs that well, but like they built a 10K PFP minter for people who don't
right,
which is an amazing service. That's rad. So they've totally, and I know you weren't specifically calling them out in any way, but that's it. And I mean, we're trying to build a bunch of different games that people are going to be excited about playing.
Right.
We still started with a clicker.
Right.
And I don't have anything against clickers. What I'm not about is the Ponzi DeFi mechanics of that, where it's just pour your money in, go, and whoever gets in first is going to get loaded.
Right.
Like,
in order for someone to win, somebody else has to lose.
Yeah. That's not how we're building, and I don't encourage anyone to be building that way. And I think that's exactly the same thing you're saying. Is like, if you're coming to market with something, make it cool, have a reason. Build it because it's a project that you believe in, and it's something that you think people will like, not because it's something that people will think that they're going to make a lot of money at. I don't think that's not going to help. That doesn't help the space. It doesn't help anybody.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that we have crested that like wave now, where enough people got burned by that or burned out by that people are less interested in that kind of mechanic and are now really starting to look for someone for projects that can deliver on more.
Right.
I hope so anyways.
Yeah. I know that there are some people who like they don't care that the like they're in it for strictly ROI, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like,
no, nothing at all.
I get it. I know one of the things that we're like actively, well, I wouldn't say too actively, but pursuing is metrics to gauge whether or not a wallet is a human being or not. And then taking a little further than just that, there's a very similar concept on ETH. I think it's galaxy.eco. And I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. What was I saying right before that? I got something stuck in my throat and it won't get out.
You were talking about trying to figure out if wallets are bots or people. And it's really cool that we have tools like EOS Authority and the wallet export to give us those communications, which is really neat.
Yeah, undoubtedly. Pigs stand for the dog.
But that is how it is, right? Like there's a bunch of people who are in for the flip, and there's a bunch of people who are in for the quick ROI, and then there's a bunch of people who are really interested in the project writ large, and that's just the nature of the space. And we have to build and figure out who we want to cater to and how we want to design with those people in mind.
Yeah, I remember where I was going now. There are some tools out there that look at things like buy, sell, right? Or people just do it manually. And if there's zero bought, like they, I'm not digging on those people either. I'm just saying that it's a, obviously I'm not, if you know who I'm talking about, you know that I'm very close with them, but that's not necessarily, in my opinion, like the only way that it should be done. I think that it's got holes in it, and I know the tourist station guy, 6-Bit, if you're familiar with them, built a tool called Wax Mole. Have you seen that one?
No, I haven't. I'm definitely gonna look this
Yeah,
up.
I'll hook you up. You're in our Discord, right?
Yep.
Yeah, there's a the only reason why the channel's closed off is because like we're running these tools and posting you know what I guess could be just taken completely out of context, like especially if it's like a tool's like super bad. Like, can you imagine like how you would feel if you saw your wallet like say like scammer and like fuck, like the thing was just out of, you know, was out of tune.
Yeah.
You know, and so people don't I don't want that to happen, but yeah, man, it's, I think the best scoring system will be the one that takes all of these different methods and ways of looking at a wallet and assessing its value in aggregate, right? So you pull them all together, and then you don't say good or bad. You just provide a score back, and then the person or people or team or whatever that is looking for, you know, like their whitelist, they can tweak it however they want. Like if you know buy sell ratio is really important to you, then you can look on, you know, only look for scores that meet a certain threshold.
An impartial and non-judgmental data set, as opposed to something that's influenced by opinion, right? And then the user has the ability to look at that data and sift it themselves and pass their own judgments instead of being passed a judgment.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So it's
really interesting.
It's a very tall, like to get it done right. That's why I make stupid games said last night. It's like it's a really difficult task. But I don't like. There's a solution for everything. Like that's
absolutely
one of my mottos. Like there's always, oh shit, long hair, let's get it. Hell yeah,
long hair, don't care.
Did you get the winners of the last one, TD?
Yeah, dude, I got the winners of all of them, man. He's right. I am a bot.
I think maybe my Discord just speaks. No, I mean like the third Royale.
The one that just went before this. Yeah, you're probably right. I think I did miss that one. Who won this one before? It was a weird name.
It was Master Halo.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
I just don't see their address in the other ones, but we have them in a different one.
Yeah, I'll just type it out. All right, Sammy, anything? Oh shit, that's not going to be helpful. Hold on.
I think we've got his address further up, or their address.
Right. Sandy, anything for Aaron before we let the audience go? I think they are.
Thank you for joining us. Sorry, I've been so distracted by the dog.
Get rated again? God damn it! Hey guys.
Now we got 69 viewers. We even got the perfect amount of viewers.
Yeah, dude. I'm totally kidding. Raiders, we love you. Thank you for coming in. General Moses, I don't know if you're there with us, dude. It sounds like I'm gonna see you maybe soon. Sully, you won't believe it, dude. Sandy had the damn token. You know why the token wasn't in his wallet? Because he redeemed it already. How funny is that, right?
He's so dumb.
He noticed it. He noticed it. I guess when
I noticed it when I was doing the redeems, because it took me to show the transaction of redeeming, and then I saw the one under it was the previous redemption, and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
That was dumb.
Sweet. Cool. Sorry. Yeah. I mean, we're obligated to do another.
Would y'all mind terribly if I did hop off?
Nah, dude, go ahead. I'm holding Aaron hostage until we get through this, though.
I'm having fun. I don't mind. I'm always happy to hang out.
Yeah, he's excited to go.
Hey, there he is. Yeah, dude. General Moses, sounds like I will see you on Saturday. Dude. What's up? Sandy, I'll talk to you soon, brother. Late.
Okay. Lovely to meet you, Sandy. Thanks so much for
thanks for coming on. Thanks everybody for watching.
Yeah, dude.
Let's go.
Yeah. this has been a good stream.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, dude. What else? I guess. What else do I have to ask you? Tell me more about the tokenomics thing. I guess what's your background in your educational background? I don't know if that's appropriate to ask, but were you familiar with machinations? That's a better way to ask it.
Oh, I got referred to that by someone. I actually think it was Rio from Waxel that had
From Waxel, Rio.
Yeah, had brought it.
He's solid as fuck, man.
Yeah, he's rad. He's really lovely. And I think that was something that he had brought to my attention. I was like, oh, okay, like yeah, I need to check this out. And it was really cool. It was really complicated, and I actually had a phone call with them. And they offered me a plan to design all of my economies and everything, and then told me they were going to charge me $75,000. So I was like, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah, man. Yeah, and it's not like that's not. Okay, I'm sure.
If I was a Paradox game building these mega complicated economies, I feel like that would be a totally reasonable price, but.
Yeah, maybe I don't know. I have a tough time with. I mean, that's what got me into tech, like in the first place. My oldest son's mother, the mother of my two oldest kids, I said that weird, had just gotten pregnant, and we were both in like the service industry, and she had a process serving certification that she got. And hadn't done anything with, but we were just talking, like kind of like stressing about money and like what can we do to make more money. And so we're like, all right, well, we'll start a process serving business. And then like that's where I went to start pricing like web development. And like, dude, I don't know. I'm just the type of person that like if I get quoted too high of a price, like fuck this, I'll just do it. I'll learn how to do it myself. Yeah, dude. Like, it's not happening. $75 an hour, you're out of your mind. Like, and so that's that was how I began web dev. And our NFT collab puzzle is still live Thursday. Solve all the puzzles, and we got a bunch of cool varieties. That's another reason why I was working on the redeem, so that I could be ready for that.
Yep.
You say
I did a stream with him 2 weeks ago, maybe. It was really fun. I bunked off work. I bunked off for 3 hours in the middle of my day. Yeah, I'm food service background. I've been a chef for 20 years. I've been a gamer my whole life, and all have sat down many times to try and build a game. And when this, we were all like, we were like, this is how we can do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, dude. So, what's your specialty cuisine, or what?
I ran a meal. Had my own meal delivery service for the last a handful of years, and my focus is on healthy food,
nice.
Health focused, and specialty diets like vegan and vegetarian and keto, and that kind of stuff. Because my wife actually got sick a handful of years ago, and we had to learn how to adapt our eating to accommodate her. And that was shifting back to whole foods. So for lunch every day, we have a steamed vegetable mix, rice, and a protein, like super simple, but really good and really clean. Breakfast is kind of the same. It's steamed vegetables, rice, miso soup, green tea, some eggs and some fruit. But I would say the thing that I focused on the most especially the last handful of years, was how to make good, healthy food that still tastes good.
It's just tough because you're taking sugar usually out of the equation a lot of the times.
Yes, but what people don't think about is how much salt and sugar is hidden in processed foods. So once you take that component away, you can eat food that is still well seasoned, and you can eat food that is still sweet, because you're not eating bread that's laden with sugar, and you're not drinking milk that's
Right,
laden with
right,
sugar,
right.
and you're not like all of your sauces don't have grams and grams of sugar and grams of sodium hidden in them so
Right.
that they taste good. It's moving back to creating food properly with good ingredients so that it tastes good without having to just mask it with teriyaki sauce or barbecue sauce or ketchup or whatever.
Yeah.
And my food service background is crazy. I have worked everything from like a sandwich
Yeah.
shop and a food truck to 2 Michelin starred cooking
Nice.
in London. I've done the entire gamut of stuff. And what I focused on was simple, healthy, tasty.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Have you seen Bad Vegan on Netflix?
I have not.
Ooh. Yeah, it's this crazy story about as crazy as they get. I would say check it out. It really doesn't have anything to do with vegan food. You just mentioned it, and, made me think of it. Yeah, she's out. It's about a couple, or it's. I don't want to give too much away, but they're both pretty like out there crazy. And the story behind it definitely keeps you glued. Maybe coming for your food service, food advice. Yeah. So I was also in the service industry between like 18 and like maybe 30, maybe not that long. Something like that. Maybe, yeah, 18 to 30. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
In Atlantic City area, right? So lots of Italian food. That's like, the whole like story that I said earlier about the Little Italy thing and the whole backstory and all that there. And, I got to train under some pretty incredible Italian chefs, man. So that's obviously what I will default to if I ever have to cook. But I don't know if you're different, but like I won't cook anything good unless it's for more than just myself. I don't know, it's weird, but like I won't.
Dude, if I'm just cooking for myself, I'll eat fucking cereal and sandwiches all day long.
Oh, dude, that's so bad.
Right?
Like I think like today, like I shit you not, like I think like what I ate today was a box of cereal, like, and that was
but
it.
it's
Though. Like,
delicious.
yeah, and I ate all of it, like the entire box, though. Like
because it's delicious.
Yeah,
reals.
dude.
For reals.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. But if I get guests, man, I'll be breaking. Dude, no, it was Cinnamon Toast Crunch, of course, dude. I mean,
nice.
What else could it have been? What else could you just eat in an entire box over the course of a day? Awesome, brother. I really enjoyed this. We should do this again.
Me too. Yeah, 100%. Always down. I'm always down to hang out.
Yeah, dude, I'm looking forward to Friday's the next important date to remember. Is that correct?
The next important date. We're gonna open queuing on Wednesday, and then Friday at 23:59. Actually, I think it'll be 1:00 UTC on Saturday. Technically, we will open the first game session, and I'm waiting for Stuck to get back to me with some Honeycomb issues. But we're gonna use Honeycomb to sort people automatically into different channels on our Discord. Based on the wallets they have. So players will be able to join any channel that they have an NFT. So that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be only in the channel of the family that they're in.
Interesting.
There will be spies.
Yeah, dude, that's interesting. Will it be, is the family assignment random or?
The family assignment will you'll have the option to queue based on the cards in your inventory. However, the teams will auto balance. So if you can't join a family that you have a card for, you will be forced to join another one, just to keep the teams even, because we can't have like 30 margaritas and 10 Neapolitans. That won't work out. And then but you'll be able to change each week. You'll just put another card in your queue. There's a queue slot and an active slot. So you just put a card in your queue slot. And then if you can bump over if there's space on that team, then you'll be able to. If not, you won't. But if you don't have a card, you won't be able to join a family.
Interesting. All right. So we need to do that before Wednesday. Is that correct? Is there a UTC time cutoff that we need to know about?
It'll probably be midnight Friday UTC.
Okay, cool. All right. Shout out to God Mushi. I don't think I saw you come in, or I see you now, obviously. Thanks for coming by. Obviously, OP, solid dude, Princess. I will see you tomorrow on Taco Tuesday. And everybody that I didn't mention or say hi to, thank you so much for joining us. We love you, and you guys are going to go see Andy. So tell him we said hi.
Oh, hell yeah. Andy's my boy. He's
All right,
awesome. Thank you very much.